Good afternoon, everyone. Let's move on towards our topic. So, we are starting the discussion of Clayden book. Okay, so the Clayden book of organic chemistry. We are going to cover it thoroughly in this lecture series. So, do keep in mind all these things. So, let's start without further delay. So, what is organic chemistry? So, this is a screenshot from Clayden's organic chemistry book, and I am going to teach you all the facts very properly. So have a look at this particular slide which I have made. Organic chemistry and you. This is the introductory lecture of organic chemistry. Okay, this is introductory lecture of organic chemistry which Clayden book has on page number 28. Page number 28 of second edition of Clayden. So organic chemistry and you. You are already a highly skilled organic chemist. What does it mean? Throughout your MSc, throughout your BSc, you must have learnt organic chemistry, right? So the author is saying that you are already a highly skilled organic organic chemist. So as you read these words, after you read this particular word, this particular sentence, you are already a highly skilled organic chemist. As you read this sentence, that is the words involved in this sentence, your eyes are using an organic compound retinal to convert visible light into nerve impulses. So even if you are watching the video lecture, even at the time you are watching this, at this particular time when you are watching this YouTube channel, in that also retinal's role is involved. Okay, so whatever you see around you, your eyes are using an organic compound called retinal to convert visible light into nerve impulses. Okay, so visible light is being emitted from your laptop screen or mobile screen, and you are able to see the lecture, watch the lecture, and you are even able to see the slides involved in this lecture. So your eyes are using an organic compound retinal to convert visible light into nerve impulses. So how does retinal look like? So retinal looks something like this. It has been given in the figure. Retinal looks something of this kind. This is cis retinal. Okay. This is cis retinal and it is involved in the absorbs light and allows vision. It is involved in the photochemistry of vision. So this is cis retinal. Its structure is like this. Okay. So when you picked up this book, so the author is saying that when you picked up the Clayden book, your muscles were doing chemical reactions on sugars to give you the energy you needed. Okay, so when you picked up, so suppose you are picking up the physical copy of this book from some bookstore or library, then your muscles are doing the chemical reaction on sugar. So sugar will be broken down and energy will be released. So your muscles were doing the work of breaking down the sugars to give you the energy you needed to lift the book from a bookshop or a library. To lift the book, you needed some energy, and that energy was provided by chemical reaction on sugar. Okay. So as you understand, gaps between your brain cells are being bridged by simple organic molecules, neurotransmitter amines, so that nerve impulses can be passed around your brain. Now have a look at this particular sentence from here till here. What is it saying? So it is saying that as you understand means as I am teaching you, so you are understanding the things, right? I am teaching you, so you are understanding the things. So as you understand, gaps between your brain cells are being bridged. So there are gaps between your brain cells. Okay, and that those gaps between your brain cells, they are being bridged by simple organic molecules, neurotransmitter amines. Okay, so that nerve impulses can be passed around your brain. So the nerve impulses are being passed around your brain with the help of neurotransmitter amines, and they fill up the gaps between your brain cells. Okay, so the neurotransmitter, human neurotransmitter, one example of human neurotransmitter has been given here, serotonin. It is a human neurotransmitter. Okay, so this is the structure of serotonin. It has been given over here. So serotonin, human transmitter, a kind of human neurotransmitter that is involved in the chemistry of brain, how the nerves impulses are passed in the brain. It is involved in that particular reaction. Okay, and you did all that without consciously thinking about it, and of course you did all these things, like you saw the lecture, you understood the lecture, you picked up the you picked up your laptop. In that, some energy was needed to lift the laptop, lift the tablet, or lift the mobile and start the video. Some energy was needed, so that was obtained by breaking down the sugar, and whatever you are watching right now, that is all the things which are visible to you, that is because of retinal. And as you are understanding this particular lecture, your brain cells are being bridged by such compounds, those are human neurotransmitters. Okay, so you are able to understand the lectures. But you did all that, all the three things which have been mentioned here, like watching the video, visibility, understanding, and muscle movement. Okay, visibility, muscle movement, and understanding, all of that you did without consciously thinking about it. You didn't need to think, right? You do it deliberately? It happened automatically. Okay, you are watching the lecture deliberately, but other things which are happening, those are happening automatically. Okay, you do not need to concentrate for lifting the laptop, lifting the book, going to library. You do not need to consciously break down the sugar. The body automatically breaks down the sugar. Okay, similarly, while watching the video, you are not converting retinal, you are not doing the activity on retinal. The eyes are automatically doing the activity on retinal compound. Similarly, as you are understanding this lecture, the neurotransmitter amines are doing their work automatically. You are just concentrating on the lecture, but neurotransmitter amines are automatically transferring the nerve impulses. You are not consciously transferring the nerve impulses. Okay, so you did all that without consciously thinking about it. So you did not consciously think, right? Your heart is beating. Okay, your heart is beating. So when your heart is beating, did you do it voluntarily? No, it happens automatically. Okay, it happens automatically. You do not need to concentrate that, okay, I will make the heart beat right now, I will slow down the heart right now. Those things, you don't have control over those things. Okay, those things happen automatically. Okay, so that's what is meaning of this particular thing, and you did all that without consciously thinking about it. Okay, you do not yet understand these processes in your mind, as well as you can carry them out in your brain and body. Okay, so the thing is that these processes, the author is trying to say is that these processes which are happening automatically in your body, you need not concentrate on those activities, those are happening automatically. Okay, so you are not consciously thinking about it. You do not understand the mechanisms of these processes, the mechanisms involved in photochemistry of vision, or transferring the nerve impulses, or breaking down the sugar. You do not yet understand these processes in your mind. You do not understand this. Okay, but still, as well as means, but still you can carry them out in your brain and body. Even if you do not understand these processes in detail, that how they are happening, still you carry them out in your brain and body unconsciously. Okay, involuntarily, means you are not doing deliberately, automatically happening, not doing deliberately, automatically happening. So you carry them out in your brain and body even if you do not understand the mechanisms of these processes. So you are not alone there. What the author is trying to say is that even if you do not understand the meaning of all this stuff, still you are not alone. Even many organic chemists, okay, organic chemist, however brilliant, okay, no matter how brilliant the organic chemist is, even if he is of the scientific level, okay, even if he is a scientist, he is a brilliant scientist, even then no organic chemist understands the detailed chemical working of the human mind or body very well. So the three activities, like watching, so how are we watching the things, how are nerve impulses being transmitted, how are the sugars being broken down into energy, all these things, even if a chemist is very brilliant, still he is not able to understand that properly. Okay, because research keeps on going, even then they do not understand it in detail. They only have a superficial understanding. That's what is the meaning of this. Okay, so people have very, even scientists have very superficial knowledge about the things from here till here. Okay, so even scientists have superficial knowledge. So the book tries to say is that you are not alone. You are not alone in not knowing the mechanisms of these processes. So you are not alone in not knowing the mechanisms. Even brilliant scientists do not sometimes understand the mechanisms of these processes. Okay, So that's what is the meaning of this first stanza. So from here till here we have covered. Now from next segment of the video we will start from we the authors. Okay, we will start from we the authors. Let me stop the recording now, and in this video itself we will move ahead as the time permits. Thank you very much.